Hello, hello. Just wait a few minutes just for it to get to about midday on the coffee today. Okay, so happy Thursday. We're getting through the week. It's nearly the weekend. So I hope you are really well today. Hope your week's going well so far. It is just our lunchtime class, about 20 minutes or so, if I keep an eye on the time, just to have a little bit of a shakeout, a bit of a stretch midday, just to keep us going. So I hope you're really well. And I reckon it is about 12. I reckon we'll just get going, shall we? So onto your mat for me, sitting up nice and tall, just in a nice seated pose, just whichever works best for you. And just maybe just start with a nice big deep breath in and an exhale out the mouth. Let's do that one more time. So big breath in and then breathe out the mouth. Good. We'll bring the hands down to the sides. Take a nice big breath in, lift everything up. And then as you exhale, I want you to twist across the body, grabbing the outside of the knee with your opposite hand. And just exhale and look behind you. So we're just going to start straight off with a little twist. If you need to, have a little sway in the hips just to ease into it. On your next inhale, gently inhale to lift everything up to the center. And then exhale, twist across again. So just to the opposite side. Again, just ease into it, a little sway if you need it. And we'll do the same thing on each side one more time. So take a big breath in, lift up. Easy exhale, twist. One last time, big inhale, lift up. Easy exhale, twist. Good. Take a big inhale, lift up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, take a very gentle forward fold. So just ease yourself down, sway in the hips, either relaxing the chest, the head down, or we can bring those hands across the chest if you prefer and relax there. I want you to take 3 breaths in this position. So we are going to ease into it a little bit deeper. So on those inhales, lifting the chest as always, and on the exhales, easing it down. 2 more breaths for me. So big inhale, lift up. Exhale down. One more all the way up. And down. On that next inhale, slowly lift up. We're going to bring those hands behind us. Bring the feet out in front, but keep a bend in the knee for me. You can see my legs in my gigantic trousers today. So just bring them down, placing the hands behind you. And from this position, we're just going to stretch the spine, lift the chest forward, push the shoulders back, and release your head back. So take your time with this one, just going as far as it feels comfortable, lifting the chest, so feeling the stretch down your back, lifting your chest, your belly forward, pushing the shoulders back, relaxing the head. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, we can release. We're going to bring the hands down onto the knees and actually slide them forward. So almost taking our cat-cow in a slightly different position. I'm rolling my shoulders forward. I'm relaxing my head down. I'm pushing my spine backwards. And then we're going to take that movement 2 more times. So as you inhale, we roll up, send the hands back, push the shoulders back, lift the chest. Take a breath or 2 there, just easing into it. Again, any little movements that feel good, just to stretch it out. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, curl the spine, send it forward. So slide those hands down, push your shoulders back. You can even almost bring the hands towards the inside of your legs just to get a deeper stretch. And we'll do that one more time. So slowly roll it up with the breath. Exhale, send it back. Might go a little deeper each time, just really pushing the chest forward. Feel your shoulder blades just squeezing together. A little sway if that feels good. Take a big deep breath in. And then as you exhale again, we're going to curl it forward, work our way forward. If it feels good, maybe try taking the feet out a little wider this time, almost leaning forward, getting a stretch in the hips as you go, relaxing the head down. Again, just finding the comfortable spot for you, whatever that looks like. And on that next in-breath, gently roll up. Just bring your hands to the side to a comfortable spot. Feet a little bit further than hip distance apart. Just a comfy spot there where they can lay flat. And then we're going to windscreen wiper our knees side to side. So we just to lean over to one side with the knees and then all the way over to the other side. So again, just giving them a little stretch. Oh, creaky floorboard. Nice and slow. One more each way. And then just coming back up towards the middle. From there, we're going to come into our little down dog. So sweep your legs to one side, slowly make your way onto all fours. Again, take your time. Finding a little neutral spine to start with. And then we'll be coming all the way up. So we're going to slide those hands just a little bit further away, curl the toes, and take that nice big inhale to lift up. Heels off the ground. Pushing all the way back, just walking on the spot. Stretch the legs out. If it feels good, taking those feet to the width of the mat, really leaning back into the bottom here, into your back. And then I've got a little challenge for you here. If you feel happy to, we're going to see if we can come down to our forearms in this pose and then back up again. So this is going from a down dog to a dolphin pose. So if you feel comfortable to, you can bend your knees here to help. Try and come down onto one forearm and then down onto the other. So if this already feels a bit too much, come all the way down into your knees here. So coming into this pose and then just practice coming up onto the hands because we're going to do that 2 more times. So if that felt a little strong, stick with it here, just coming up and down. If you fancy that challenge coming to down dog, maybe bring the feet a little closer together, slowly down on one arm, down on the other, try not to step on my hair here, up on one arm, and then up on the other. Good. One last time for me. So down on one side, down on the other, up on one side, and then up on the other. Good. From that position, we'll come into our forward fold, but we're going to walk ourselves backwards. So we're going to walk my hands all the way to my feet. I can bend the knees as soon as I need to just to come into that forward fold position. You can bend the knees, you can sway. We can just make sure the feet are about hip distance apart. So 2 fists between your big toes. Knees soft, stick your bum out a little bit, and then we'll just have a little ragdoll. So bring hands to opposite elbows, relax your head down, and then sway side to side. So we want to be able to feel the stretch here in our trapeze, so in towards the shoulder blades, the top of the neck. So try and think about rounding the shoulders, releasing them down. Give your head a little shake just to help it out. Take a nice big deep inhale. And on that exhale, we relax the hands down. Coming into a little twist here. So right hand to the outside of the left ankle. Take a big inhale, lift everything up to the ceiling, looking up. And then exhale back down. Same thing on the other side. So we cross it over, big inhale to lift up. And then exhale, soften it back down. Bend the knees, inhale, roll up to stand. Squeeze the tummy as you go. Big exhale once you get there. Shimmy everything around a little bit. See how it feels. Good. Coming into mountain pose. So bring your feet a little bit closer together for me. Hands out to the side. Take that big deep breath in to lift all the way up. On that exhale, if it feels good, very gentle back bend here. Take a big inhale, lift up. Exhale, swan dive those hands all the way down to your forward fold. So just gently come all the way down for me. From this position, put a little space between your feet again, bend those knees, and we're just going to practice swaying side to side here. So I'm going to take my body all the way over to one side, maybe just holding onto the outside of that leg if that helps, bending the knees if that feels good. but just trying to get a little stretch in towards my side. If it feels uncomfortable with the feet facing forward, you can always turn this foot over to that side that we're twisting. So just whatever feels good, bend the knees, relax the head down, just trying to get a little twist. If you are leaning over to the right, if it felt good to you, you can always try and lift that left hand up and maybe even look up. So it's a little sort of standing twist, but keeping those feet close together. And we can exhale it down. Then we'll sweep over towards the other side. So for me, that's my left. I'm going to go all the way over. I can bend those knees. I can take my left foot over to that side if that's more comfortable. Little sway, relax the head. If you wanted to, we can lift that right hand again, just so we can feel the stretch in our back. Try and just release the back if we've been sat down all morning. And then come back. Good. Come back towards the center. Just a little dangle in between. And then we'll walk back out to our down dog. So walk those hands all the way out for me. Bend those knees if that helps. A little sway. And then let's go for some down dog to up dogs, eh? So from this position, inhale, lift up to your tiptoes, roll the whole body forward into plank, nice long wave once you're there. If you need to, soften the knees down first, uncurl the toes, and then just lean your hips forward, keep the chest up, and come into your back bend there. You can sway your hips. Go for what feels good. Curl the toes, come back onto those knees, and then inhale, lift all the way up again. Good. So stick with those if that felt good today. If you wanted to take it a little bit more, then we don't bring the knees down, we just go straight onto the hips. So we inhale, lift up to the tiptoes, roll the whole body forward into plank, big wave. You can shift your hips once you're there. Exhale, lower the hips down. Either keep the legs off the ground or we can release the toes. Have a little gentle sway there. Remember, you can move those hands further away if the back feels a bit tight today. Curl those toes, big push back down dog. Nice and slow. Good. Pedal those feet. And we've got just one more of those. So we inhale, lift up to the tiptoes, roll the body forward. Exhale, lower down. Release the toes if that's more comfortable. Good. And then back to down dog. Curl the toes, big push. Good. Pedal those feet. From here, let's walk forward to our forward fold here. So I'm going to walk my feet to meet my hands. So I bend my knees, try not to stand on my trousers. Slowly come all the way up to the top. Again, feet hip distance apart, knees really soft for me. If you feel happy to, bend those knees, pick the hands up and interlace them behind your back. If we can't grab those fingertips, then just hold onto your opposite wrist. So whichever feels best for you. It might be enough just to slide the hands down the back here. If you've got a bit more wiggle room, bend the knees and then inhale to lift the hands up and over just till they stop. They'll tell you when. And then just have a gentle sway side to side. So I'm just almost bouncing from one knee to the other, leaning over to that side as I go. Trying to just chisel into that area, into the shoulder blades. Do try and give your head a little shake here as well. That'll help just to gently ease into it a little bit deeper. Take a nice big deep inhale. And then as you exhale, release everything down to the ground for me. Bend those knees. Inhale, roll up to stand. Squeeze the tummy as you go again. Big exhale once you're there. Have a little shifty around. Good. Okay. Let's just practice our balance. I know. In for a laugh on a Thursday. So in this position, squeeze your tummy, look forward. See if you can inhale to lift one knee up towards your chest. I'm lifting my right knee up as high as I can, hugging it in, softening the standing leg, using your free hand just to guide you. Little opening side to side. Do just keep looking at the one spot. Don't do like I am and move your eyes around because that'll make you wobblier. Take a nice big deep inhale. Inhale, lift the knee up to the chest. Exhale, back, low lunge. Sweep it back. Ground the hands down once you're there. From there, we'll just take a little twisted lunge. So right hand down. Inhale the left hand all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale back down. Same thing on the open side. So big inhale, open out. And then exhale, soften it back down. Ground the hands down. We're coming back to forward fold straight from this position. So bend your back knee, shift the weight forward, pick it up and place it flat. Easier than you think, I promise. Bend those knees. Inhale, roll up to stand again. So squeeze the tummy as you go. Head's the last thing up. Take a little minute just to swish around. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to lean to the right, squeeze my tummy. Inhale, lift the left knee up towards the chest. Soften your standing leg. Just gently opening everything out. Breathe. Use that free hand. Mind does something different every time, making it a little dance. Take a big inhale, lift the knee up to the chest. Exhale back, low lunge. Sweep it back, ground the hands down. Twisted lunge again. So left hand down, inhale the right hand all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, soften down. Onto that left side. So big inhale, open out. And then exhale back down. Ground the hands down. Bend the back knee, coming into that forward fold again. So just shift the weight forward and place it flat. Bend those knees. Inhale, roll up to stand. Squeeze that tummy. Head's the last thing up. You know what I say. Exhale once you get there. Mountain pose one last time. So bring the feet together. Palms out to the side. Big inhale, lift it up. Easy exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Good. Coming into forward fold. We're going to walk those feet apart. So you've got two options here. You can either jump yourself back to down dog if you fancy a bit of energy, you want to move around a little bit, or you can just step the feet back. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to ground my hands down. Could be tricky with these trousers, but we're going to try. And I'm going to jump myself back. There we go. Last little bit of energy. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, soften the knees down to the ground. Uncurl the toes. Rest it back in child's pose. Good. Just have a few moments here. Remember, if it feels more comfortable, take your knees out wide. Just one more breath in this pose. Really try and stretch those fingertips. Stretch the arms. Feel that stretch in your back. Then in your next inhale, lifting the head, walking those hands in, and then just bringing yourself round to your seated pose. Again, nice and slow. If I can find my legs in my trousers, there we go. Eddie said I looked very 90s today with my trousers, so I'm going to stick with it. So seated pose, nice and tall. Big deep breaths. Let's just finish with the same breath we started with. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more time for me. Try and make a good noise in and out for me. So take a big inhale, feel the breath. And then exhale out the mouth. Okay. And namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for lunchtime yoga. That's definitely made me feel a lot better. So I hope it has you as well. You can go and have your lunch now. And I will be back tomorrow morning, 8:15. I don't know why I still struggle with these times. I mean, how many months have we been doing this now? But around 8:15 tomorrow, same thing. Normally about 20 minutes or so, I think we go for, just to help wake us up. I might do a little mixture of a bit of a movement and meditation tomorrow morning, because I quite liked the meditation that we did last week when I gave that a little try. But let me know what you're after, and I shall see you then. So have a really lovely day. And I will see you very soon. Bye.